CGTN, Washington.
The U.S. Transportation Department is cutting 10% of flights at 40 major airports because of the government shutdown in the U.S. Nearly 2,000 flights could be grounded. More than 60,000 aviation workers, including air traffic controllers, are working without pay. Staff shortages have already triggered flight delays, safety concerns and fears of airspace closure. The Federal Aviation Administration warns of more restrictions if the shutdown drags on. For more insight into that, let's cross live to Mr. Mario Cavolo in Shenyang. He's a senior fellow with the Center for China and Globalization. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. So first, the U.S. government shutdown this time enters its 36th day, making it the longest in the country's history. What went fundamentally wrong this time?
Unfortunately, what we see going fundamentally wrong this time with the government shutdown is I think, just confirmation of a cycle that began about 20 years ago. I was mentioning earlier in a discussion with another political analyst that I think it was around the Clinton era, when at that time the Washington's governance just stopped being bipartisan cooperation. The Democrats won, the Republicans decided from now on what we're going to do is, no matter what the Democrats want in terms of legislation and policy, we're going to do everything we can to block and sabotage them. That's the new strategy. And no matter since then, this 25 plus years, whether it was Clinton or Bush or Obama, Bush again, Trump again, it doesn't matter. Whoever's the incumbent party, the opposite party automatically is engaging a strategy to block and sabotage. This hurts the whole country. So what's fundamentally different this time? I don't think anything is fundamentally different this time. Unfortunately, the government system, I want to say, is broken, and they're not making an effort to fix it.
Well, Mr. Cavolo, do you think average American citizens is the biggest victim in this endless political football game? Because, as we just reported, a food aid program and air travel in the U.S. have been severely affected, and many people are worrying that it will be much more difficult to sustain their daily lives if this shutdown continues.
Well, you're saying exactly right. The impact on people's daily lives as this government shutdown continues just becomes a bigger and a bigger risk and creates more and more economic weakness. You mentioned a couple of excellent examples, the shutdown of air travel. The other is people on welfare not getting their payments, people working, air traffic controllers not getting paid, not working. I mean, all of this is bad for the country. And that's the part that makes it so frustrating. I'm very fortunate because just by happenstance, I moved away from the United States 25 years ago and settled here in China. So I make an effort to look at things from the middle, from the objective point, which is even more frustrating because I look at the side that says blame Trump and I go, no, these things have been happening way before Trump. Blame the Democrats, blame them. Well, no, these things have been happening long before the Democrat side has been causing this and causing that. So it's not either side, it's Washington. The only good news is that economic weakness will cause interest rates to go down because more and more organizations and institutions are going risk off, so they're buying treasuries, interest rates will go down. And that's good because with the enormous debt that the country has, as Trump has made it clear, along with Scott Bessent, they do need interest rates to go down because they're servicing an unserviceably huge debt.
Well, Mr. Cavolo, help our global audience to understand this technicality here, the filibuster in the U.S. Senate. Why President Trump is so concerned about it right now? Is it a real issue?
Well, I would say that the filibuster issue serves as an iconic symbol of everything that's wrong, which is that the governance, the actual need for, say, elected politicians and other lawmakers to come together and to fulfill the responsibility for which the American people elected them to do, which is provide safe, stable, and clear and proper and responsible governance. Engaging in the filibuster is just more paralysis of the system. And that's why I think it's a good way of saying why Trump wants it, and many others want the filibuster to go away.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mario Cavallo in Shenyang. Now we turn to trade. China's Ministry of Commerce says it will adjust export control measures on 31 U.S. entities. This follows the consensus reached by Beijing and Washington